Okay, I'm going to show how to install a modern radio into an old Mazda 3. Why do you need a modern radio on this? Because it's 2017 and your 10-year-old Mazda deserves something better than that simple radio in there. This is what we put in there with the kit. A cheap, less than $100 Chinese Android-based radio with GPS, Bluetooth, video, USB, MP3, MP4, MP5, and so on. Whole bunch of stuff. And the part 1 is how to get the wires. Right, so you need a kit. And let me show you quick how this looks like. This is the kit you can buy. Not very expensive. This is the piece what comes out of the car, and then here the piece what you plug into the car. Then the radio has 4 harnesses. This is number 1 for a reverse camera. It's this one, the reverse camera video, right? Because this also has a reverse camera video connection. Then an amplifier output where you can use an amp if you have one. You know, if you put in like good speakers, big stuff. And then here another auxiliary thing. So if you have like a DVD player or something in your car, then you can use this here. DVD or CD player, DVD player, whatever you need. And here this is the main harness from the radio. And the goal is to connect all those wires to the wire of this harness what goes into the vehicle. Let me open this quick and then show you how that looks like. This is like a nice little kit that contains all the wires you need. So you don't have to cut anything in the vehicle. You just plug in. So let's see. There's this thing here. A little instruction sheet here for the Mazda. Other cars are similar to this. There it has 2 languages, 2 sections. So you need the upper section here, the English. But so it just describes what color of wire goes to what. And luckily on the radio side they all have labels. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward here so that we see how I put it together. But so there is the description here, what wire color goes where, and this is just 1-to-1. You just have to look what the little sheet says and what the label says on the wire, and in this case they all have the same colors, so there's nothing you can do wrong. I do think the easiest is to solder the connections and heat shrink the solder points so that the wires don't touch each other. I use like a bunch of those here, the smallest ones I have. And again, I'm going to fast forward this so that you don't get bored. So this is going fast because it's always the same thing here. You put a shrink tube over your wires, then you solder them together, put the shrink tube back over the solder joint, and then I use a little burner here with a fire or a hot air gun to shrink the shrink tube. And then after that, the next thing is to get the radio itself into the bezel. That doesn't always fit 100%, so you have to cut a little. It depends on the quality of the bezel you get there. It's a double D unit, and this bezel doesn't fit really good, the one I have here, so I have to modify it a little to fit. And once that is done, we have the package set and together. We can install it in the car, and that will be my next video where I show how to put it into the vehicle and how to start it for the first time. So yeah, we get the plastic out of the box, put this together by instructions. The instructions are in there. And then we modify this frame a little because the radio doesn't fit 100%. And then here we do have the final product. That's how it looks like. Plug the wires in into the back and put this whole thing into the car. And so I see you for my next video soon. Stay tuned. And how we install this whole thing, and then later how this whole thing runs into the vehicle.